Good morning, everyone. Welcome. First day of the challenge. It's so nice to see you all there. We can start with our practice. The first day, we will be focusing on the grounding, the aspect that link us to Mother Earth and that would help us to have a good foundation, especially for the standing positions. So we're going to start by sitting in a comfortable position first and connecting with the breath. So remember, you can use a block, a cushion under your hips to make it more comfortable, to make it more accessible. And then roll your shoulders back and down. Bring that good space between shoulders and ears. Relax the shoulders and the arms. Bring the chin slightly towards the chest. And let's just gently close our eyes. Breathe in deeply. And whenever we have the eyes closed, we start going inwards. And we find easier to start noticing how is our body feeling. And I would like you to start noticing, but without getting attached. Because when we are practicing yoga, we are able to change that. So just by bringing attention, we are able to bring more focus. We are able to gain more of the benefits. Slowly try to imagine your spine as straight as possible, lifting from the top of the crown of the head. Keep breathing slowly. And notice, where is that breathing happening? Is it happening more in the chest, on the belly? And we're going to bring the right hand on the belly and the left one on the chest. It's easier to notice where is the movement happening. Make sure the forehead is relaxed, the jaw relaxed. And as we inhale, we bring the attention towards the abdomen, allowing the abdomen to expand. And as we exhale, we relax. Inhaling, expanding, creating a space. Exhaling, gently compressing, letting go. And follow the rhythm of your own breath, allowing your breathing to become longer and raising from the abdomen towards the chest, and then exhaling, relaxing from the chest towards the abdomen. When you get to a nice and long, comfortable breath, we try to remember that through the practice. As we move in, as we practice in the different asanas. Good, and then inhaling and bring the palms together. Pressing gently the palms at the level of the heart. Bringing the chin towards the chest, keeping your eyes closed. Gently bringing the gaze up. And because it's the first day of this monthly challenge, we can start by setting our intentions, by bringing to your awareness why is that we are here, the reasons that brought us to this place, to this moment. Feeling good about yourself, about your intentions. Feeling the love that brought you here. And feeling in control. Always remember that you can choose what to do and what not to do. Taking control of your practice is also very important. And without forgetting to be grateful, every day we'll choose a couple of things to be grateful for, bringing special attention to those two things. Perhaps you can choose one thing to be grateful about yourself and one other thing about something external to you. And with the next inhalation, keep the palms together and raise them all the way up towards the ceiling, bringing the chin up, head back. And exhaling, spreading the arms through the sides, slowly bringing the chin towards the chest and rest the hands on your laps. Relax the shoulders, chin towards the chest. Very gently open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Welcome everyone. We're going to start the asana practice, the movement of the body. So for that, stretch your legs and then just bounce and shake to activate the circulation, using some support with the hands and moving your toes. Good, and then from here, we're going to come on sitting position by bringing the feet together and the knees towards the sides. Remember, when we are in any sitting position, you can still have a block under your hips if that makes it more comfortable for you, or a cushion. So from here, we're going to try to allow the knees to come to the sides as much as possible. And then we bring the hands behind the hips, coming as closer as the hips with the fingers pointing towards you. Bring the shoulders back, uplift it from the chest, and then the upper back is active. So look up towards the ceiling and allow the head to hang freely towards the back. If the neck is sensitive, to activate gently and to protect a little bit more, you can bring the tongue towards the upper palate. That way we strengthen the muscles of the throat, the neck. Breathe slowly. Allowing the heart to be open, to be wide. And with the next exhalation, bring the chin to the chest and then unwind the arms. Good, and then stretch the legs all the way out. Bring the hands towards the sides and then bring the chin towards the chest. Without pulling, just allowing the weight of the head to straighten the upper back, the neck. Good, and then inhaling, lifting the chin up, looking towards the front, and we bring the legs towards the sides. Coming first on tabletop. For tabletop, we're going to have hands under your shoulders, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And we want to have the spine straight. So we bring the stomach in, relax the elbows, feeling the arms engaged, and try to straighten the toes as well as much as you can. So there's not that much weight on the knees. You can even lift up slightly the knees. And the weight should be evenly spread between hands and feet. So the first grounding sensation that we would have in this position is with the hands, the way that we support the weight. So when we place weight on the hands, I would like you to place first the weight on the fingertips on the floor, and then the base of the fingers. And the last thing is the wrist. That way we'll be much stronger on our positions, even though they're going to be simple asanas, but it's important to distribute the weight evenly. And then from there, we're going to do just some gentle cat-cow. So soften the elbows, arch the spine, bring the shoulders closer from behind and look up towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, extend the arms, bring the chin to the chest, round the spine. Good, and then again, inhaling, soften the elbows, tailbone up, looking up. And exhaling, rounding, chin to chest. We do 3 more times on your own time. Inhaling, linking breath and movement, exhaling, and change to round the spine. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Remember to make the practice yours, to feel your breath and link the movement with the breathing. Good, and then from there, we bring the big toes touching, open the knees as wide as you can, and bring the hips towards the back, straighten the arms, bring the forehead down towards the mat, and breathe slowly. Keep crawling with the fingertips away from you. When possible, keep the elbows off the floor to feel that stretch on the arms, on the shoulders. Allow the chest to come closer towards the mat, which means no resistance on the spine, so we can feel that stretch in that area also. The jaw relaxed, the breathing slow. Connecting with Mother Earth, to that gravity that keeps us still, that allows us to move, to rest. Then inhaling, walk back with the hands, gently open your eyes and keep looking down, bring the knees together, shoulders back and down. So when we are with the head down, always remember to keep looking down just for a couple of breaths so you don't feel dizzy. Now bring the hands in front of you, tuck the toes under, and we're going to come on what we call downward facing dog. So bring the hips high and bring the chest towards the thighs. Try to align the ears with the arms, soften the elbows, very important. So we're not overextending the joints. Bend the knees as much as you need to feel that hips, those hips nice and high, and to feel the weight evenly spread between hands and legs. Breathe slowly. If you find that you've got more weight on the hands and the legs, then perhaps bring one step forward with both feet. Reducing that space between hands and feet will make it slightly easier, more available. And keep pushing with the hands away from the floor. It's a way of lifting the hips. Remember, we have some weight on the hands, so fingertips active, base of the fingers also active. Good, and then from there, we're going to bend the knees even more, feeling more weight on the legs. And then inhaling, start walking back with the hands for the forward fold, and stay on the forward fold. Allow the head to hang freely. Bring the stomach in. Try to have zero resistance with your upper body.
And once we are standing and all the weight is on the legs, that is a very good time to start understanding the grounding. So when we are standing, we want to have the toes active, pressing down, the ball of the foot nice and active, and the weight evenly spread in the whole foot. So now bend the knees. Feel the thighs is stronger, bringing the hips towards the back, stretching the arms in front of you, palms facing each other. And then inhaling, bend the knees, start coming up to standing, bringing the palms together, looking up towards the thumbs, and then exhaling, keeping the palms together, lowering down slowly towards the heart center, and then towards the sides. So it's only when the hands are lower than the heart that we straighten the legs completely. That way we'll protect the joints, the knees, the ankles. Well done. So we're going to come on the top of the mat, bringing the hands on the hips, and then inhaling, opening about 1 meter apart. Toes parallel to each other. And then we bring the weight towards the front to practice that grounding. And the way we do that is by bending the knees slightly, feeling the toes nice and active, and the ball of the foot. And then the thighs are also active. The hips is slightly forward. And that would allow us to straighten in the spine also. The glutes is slightly engaged. You can even feel with your hands and see whether it's engaged. Whenever we're standing, also make sure that the heels are aligned. You can always look and modify if needed. Good. And then from there, open the arms towards the sides. We're going to do some side stretch. When we stretch the arms, make sure that they're actively trying to reach towards the sides. Relax the shoulders down. Always big space between ears and shoulders. We're not creating tension on the neck. Engage in the glutes by softening the knees slightly more. Inhaling, bring the palms towards the front. And then exhaling, we're going to lean towards the right. I'll be always doing mirroring, so you can just copy the side that I'm doing. Keep the arms very active. The top shoulder towards the back. And breathe slowly. Relax the jaw. And keep the toes active at all times when we're standing. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling, coming back towards the center. And then exhaling towards the left. Arms active. Very good. 2 more slow breaths. Jaw relaxed. Good, and then inhaling, coming back towards the center. And exhaling, lowering the hands down. Bring the hands on the hips. And then open slightly wider. More or less the length of one leg. And again, soften the knees. Feel the engagement on the thighs, on the glutes. Also on the core is slightly engaged as we try to align the spine. To be able to align the spine also, we need to bring the hips a little bit more forward and relax the shoulders. That's something that with the practice will come for those that you're new to the practice. Bring the right foot in, slightly in, about 35 degrees, and the left foot out, 90 degrees. Good, and then we're gonna bend the front knee, and then we have more space for the hips to turn towards the left leg. So bring the hands on the hips, shoulders back and down, the glutes of the back leg, especially the nice and active, to keep, again, the weight evenly spread between both legs. This is a very important position to understand the grounding. It's called Warrior 1,
or Virabhadrasana A. So we're going to bring the hands down. Feel the arms and the fingers pulling down like roots, feeling that expansion on the chest. Keep the shoulders and the hips aligned. And then inhaling, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Pressing gently. When we bring the palms together, try to have elbows and wrists aligned. And then inhaling, bring the arms all the way up. And if you can, allow the hips to lower down slightly more. Beautiful. You can keep looking straight with the eyes soft. One more round of breath here. Good, and then open the arms to the sides. Bringing the hands on the hips, engaging the glutes, straightening the left leg, bringing the left foot slightly in, 35 degrees, 90 degrees with the right, bringing the hips slightly towards the right foot, bending the knee, 90 degrees. And by 90 degrees, I mean, try to have the ankle and the knee in line. That doesn't go over the foot or doesn't reach. And then we focus on aligning the hips, aligning the shoulders, and bring the arms down. Nice and rooted with the arms, pulling down, which allows us to have a better alignment and strengthening of the body. Inhaling, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Exhale. And next time you inhale, raise the arms up and 3 rounds of slow breath. Make sure you're not pulling from the shoulders when you're raising the arms. Keep the shoulders down and the arms nice and actively trying to come as closer towards the ears as possible. One more round of breath. And then spread the arms to the sides. When you finish your rounds of breath, bring the hands on the hips, straightening the right leg, bringing both feet pointing towards the front, toes parallel, and then bend the left knee, inhaling, coming towards the top of the mat. Very good. Good. So the way that we moving for one way and another is always by bending the knees. That way we'll protect the joints and it will be a little bit easier to move. Okay, so we're going to do one more movement from here, one more asana, which is part of the grounding, and it's very important to understand the grounding to be able to do it. We're going to do some balancing, simple balancing. For the balancings, you can always have a chair next to you or a wall support. That's absolutely fine because we get the body working anyway. So first we're going to balance on the right leg. So bend the left knee, make sure the hips are square. Bring the hands on the hips, shoulders back and down. And from there, glutes active, thighs active, especially the right. And then inhaling, lifting slightly the knee up. Again, if you need to hold with the wall, that's absolutely fine, or with the chair. Feeling the muscles engaged, the toes active. And then start lowering the knee down, keeping the knee bent. And then when the leg is back, lean slightly forward, straighten the foot, and rest just the big toe on the floor, keeping the hips square, the shoulders square, and notice the glutes very active. With the foot down, we don't need to raise the foot down. We don't need to raise the foot off the floor. Just gently engaging to notice what is it that needs to be happening when we are in a balancing position. Well done, everyone. And now inhaling, bend the knee and bring the foot back to the front. Bend the knees one at a time, massaging the ball of the foot. Good, and hip width apart with the feet. We're going to do the other side now. Bringing the hips slightly forward, shoulders back and down, bend the knee, engage the glutes, inhale and lifting the knee up. Toes pointing downward allows us to keep the lower part of the abdomen more active, and it would help us with the balance. Very good. Keep breathing. Keep the focus. Good. And then bring the leg all the way back. Try to have the hips square, leaning just slightly forward. Very good. 2 more rounds of breath. Good. And then bend the knee and bring the foot back. Now open the legs slightly wider, about 1 meter apart again. Good. And then lean slightly forward. And then bring the left hand on the right foot. Inhale and bring the right arm up on the twist. Keep the toes active, ball of the foot. Feel the stretch on the back of the legs. Good. And then inhale and bring the hands on the hips, aligning the shoulders. And then exhaling, right hand on the left foot, left arm up, looking up if possible. Otherwise, just look down. Feeling the stretch on the back of the left leg now, a little bit more. Good. And then inhale and bring the hands on the hips, soften the knees, bend them, inhale and start coming up to standing, shoulders back and down, glutes engaged. Good. And then inhaling, coming towards the front. Well done, everyone. Now grab your blanket. We're going to get ready for our Savasana. Always feeling good about the practice. And the reason why we use the blanket is to keep the warmth of the body. So allow yourself to be comfortable so you can completely relax. Stretch the legs, stretch the arms, palms pointing towards the ceiling, eyes gently closed. And allow your breathing to become softer, to become free. Noticing how your body becomes more and more relaxed. Jaw relaxed. And noticing that grounding, that weight of the bones in contact with the ground. The more we relax, the more we get that feeling, that connection. Allowing yourself to be in the present moment. Keeping the awareness on your breathing. And gently inhaling slightly deeper. Start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Inhaling, bring the feet together. Bend one knee at a time. Lengthening the spine. Chin towards the chest. Keeping your eyes closed. And rolling towards the right side or the left side if you've got low blood pressure. And stay there on your side for a couple of breaths. Keeping your eyes closed, inhaling, using your arms to come up to a sitting position. Cross legs if that's comfortable for you, to have the spine straight, relax the shoulders. Bring the gaze up, keeping your eyelids nice and soft. Inhaling, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Gently press the palms together, activating the heart center and activating our intuition as we bring the gaze up. And as a way of union, and to close the session, we'll sing one Om together. When you're ready, inhale deeply. Om. Inhale and exhale. And keeping the palms together, with the next inhalation, bring the thumbs towards the space in between the eyebrows, the third eye, for the right thoughts, and exhale. Inhaling, bring them closer to the mouth for the right word, the right say, and exhale. And inhaling, bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Which means I welcome the divining within me to the divining within you. That is always there. Welcome to joining. Thank you for being there. And I will see you tomorrow.